Hey, what's up, guys? So, first off, I need to apologize for not being around last week. For those of you that follow me or check into my Twitter, I got sick, so much so that I ended up having to go to the hospital for dehydration and all this other stuff. But wasn't a good week last week. But also, I have a slew or splue of doctor's appointments, and I'm seeing all these new doctors. Uh, Basically, trying to figure out what's going on with my hands. I, the first couple ones I saw, they were trying to say it was carpal tunnel, but we've kind of ruled that out because they all keep doing the same tests on me. And if it was carpal tunnel, the test that they put me through would have been, excruciatingly painful for me, or I wouldn't have even been able to do what they were asking me to do. So they're sending me to another one, and this will be the fifth or sixth. I have a list, but I mean, it's more than one hand that the amount of doctors I've seen. And I mean, we all love doctors, right? They love taking our money and not giving us any answers or fixing any problems. But it turns out that my playing has aggravated whatever's going on with my hands even more so. And those last couple of streams weren't even very long. They were like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Whatever. That's not normally something you can get away with streaming, I guess. So I'm not even sure, unless I could find another way to do something on this platform, because just holding a controller for a while starts to just mess me up pretty good, let alone the constant button mashing and just using the joysticks, my thumbs. It just sucks to be like having to come out and say all this stuff, because I've been like, I wanted to do it. I've been actively losing weight in the hopes that it might just be a weight issue and I might get some kind of relief or whatever, and I kind of backed off playing for, it's been like years, considering to how much I used to play. Like, I used to be behind the monitor at a desktop, World of Warcraft, shooters, all that stuff, clicking away, and it was no problem. It wasn't no thing. And then all of a sudden, like, little electricity or little lightning bolts started going from the tip of my finger to my knuckle. That's when it first started happening. And that was like, I don't even know now, like 5-6 years ago, maybe more. I'm not sure. But it just got worse. Like, I kept playing, and it steadily went from one finger down to the next finger, and I actually moved my hands down the line of fingers holding the mouse until I was clicking the mouse with my ring finger and my middle finger, until they too started to get these electrical bursts of lightning that eventually started going to my elbow, and now they go up to my shoulder on the mouse. The same thing starts happening with controllers. Like, now it's, instead of it being my fingers, it's my thumbs, and instead of like, it starts out, and if you guys know what the hell this is, please let me know, or inform me or shed some light on this, because I've seen a handful of doctors already so far, and I tell them what's going on, and they say it doesn't. Like, they're on the mindset that they want to do a carpal tunnel surgery on me, but they tell me that I don't have any symptoms of what they consider to be carpal tunnel. And maybe I'm crazy, I don't know, but I don't think I want to like go through a surgery hoping to fix a problem that isn't even correctly being identified as such. You know what I mean? Or do I just go for that surgery and just be like, oh, well, let's just hope for the best? Like, sure. But if it doesn't do anything, like, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But I'm seeing a specialist this next time, so maybe they could shed some more light. But I don't know. I guess it's just my fear that we'll go through the surgery and spend all that money and go through recovery, if there even is, or what. Like, I don't know the ins and outs of that surgery. I just know that every time I get tested for it, I pass as not having carpal tunnel. You know what I'm saying? But now with the joysticks, like I tried just playing regular controller games now, and it worked for a little bit, but then both of my hands started being affected, and it started at the thumb tips, and instead of it being like jolts like before, or bolts of lightning shooting from tip to tip, or tip to end, or whatever it was, now it's almost like a rain, like a lightning cloud, I guess, like a whole bunch of little lightning, because it starts at the thumb tips and is more like a static discharging going on there, where I just feel like tingling and shocking and buzzing, but it's that's where it starts. That's how I'm like, oh crap, I gotta wrap it up. And it starts faster and faster the more frequently I pick up the controller, which really sucks, because like, you guys, I like fucking playing games, and you can't fucking pick up a controller and play games. Like, it's really bringing me down. And I want to stream when I'm playing, even if it is for a little bit of time, or however long I make it. But now it just seems like I wouldn't be able to do that consistently and reliably to gain an audience, or to even get fans, you know what I mean? Unless I just pop in for a half hour, 45 minutes, and play what I can and then stop. And I mean, I guess I could do that if you guys are down, and if you guys show up, or, you know, are in support of that. But until I figure out what's going on with my hands, I don't think I could be playing for very much longer, until we get it identified and find a solution. Because right now it's just getting worse. I'm like putting myself, like, I'm setting myself up to not to damage myself, self-damage, whatever you want to call, self-harm. So that's what's going on right now at this point. Like, I am going to play for like a half hour or an hour or something, if you guys want to stick around and watch me, because I think we just made it to this village, and I can run around in there for a minute. But dang, I mean, I don't know. I do not know. But okay, yeah, let's go. Let's continue. See how far we can get. And my camera looks to be lopsided as hell today. Hey, what's up, man? Man, I mean, I'm not trying to like bum you guys out or anything, but what a bummer. Oh, and the reason I was like sick and had to go to the ER and all that stuff, that was unrelated. That was my stomach and not being able to, like, I couldn't even keep water down for like days and days until I was like I gotta go to the damn ER. But I'm feeling better now with that whole incident. But now it's just my hands and alright, what are we doing? Sorry. I don't seem to be focusing here. I don't know, should I pick up this quest first and then go exploring? Oh, let's see, there's that person's got a quest. I'll just go see what this person has to say real quick. Work my way back. Hey person, yeah, you might have a quest from me or something, but am I going the right way? No, go this way. Little horsey. Good boy. Which way am I going? Left. Forgot this horse is still just getting to know me, so he's still fighting me a little bit. Let's pick up the pace. I think it's been like a year ago now that I modified a controller, or not modified, but I like had to go in with this program and map all these buttons. You know, I remapped, that's what it is. I remapped a controller to try playing World of Warcraft with my, because right now as it is, I use a Xbox 360 controller to control my computer. I can still get on there as a multimedia machine and try to do stuff, but everything is done on a computer. My mouse movements, my freaking left and right mouse button, and the keyboard. And I started streaming that for a while, playing World of Warcraft, until I had to put that away too, and that sucked too. Sorry guys, it's a bummer. Like I'm just bummed out. Not trying to lie or put on a happy face, because I'm not happy. Am I in the right spot? Good morning. This is Hatno, Ancient Tech Lab. Do you have some business with the director? Yeah, sure, that's right. The director is in the back. A terribly busy person, that one. Please try to keep it brief. Maybe I can switch over and play Phoenix Wright, because that's mainly just reading and clicking occasionally. I don't think there's a way I can play like undocked mode. That would be cool. So then I could just tap the screen. What do you guys think about that though? If I kind of switched games up a little bit, or maybe sprinkled in a different game alongside this one, play some Phoenix Wright, give my hands some downtime or relief or whatever. Good morning. I imagine you've never seen so many books in one place. Pretty incredible, isn't it? We've gathered all of Hyrule's known literature on ancient civilizations here. As for the actual number of books, well... Is that thing on your waist? Is that a Sheikah? There's no mistaking it. That's a real Sheikah slate, isn't it? I've never actually seen one in person. If you could just show me the runes on it, it'd be most appreciative. Stasis. Ah, magnesis. Yes, yes. The remote bomb and Cryonis. And what else? Let's see. So that's it for runes, but strange. It doesn't seem like you have the basic runes. I don't understand why they're missing. There must be some reason. Ah, where are my manners? I nearly forgot to introduce myself. My name is Simon. Simon? Simon. You are Link, right? You know my name? Lady Impa caught me up to speed. You see, we were told a young man holding a Sheikah slate will appear, and you must do all you can to help him. He will be the hope that awakens from the slumber of restoration. His name will be Link. Oh dear, I forgot to tell you something very important. Director. Listen, Miss Director. This is a real Sheikah slate. Director? Oh, that's right. I haven't introduced our director. Miss Purah happens to be right over there. Purah? As the Hatno Ancient Tech Lab director, Miss Purah is the world's foremost authority on ancient Hyrule culture. Whiplash. Check it. I have the utmost respect for Miss Purah. Purah? I don't know. And all she's accomplished. I'm honored to be her assistant. On that note, Link, you see, the director may look like a young girl. But, well, maybe it's not my place to be telling you these things. You should talk to Miss Purah yourself. Herself. Okay, I already did. But sure. Hey, are you surprised? The director of this laboratory is not Simon, it's me, Simon. Snappity snap. Anyway, Linky, do you remember any dreams from your time in the slumber of restoration? You don't look like you've changed a bit in the last 100 years, but something must have happened in all that time. Well, no matter. I'm just happy you're still in one piece. Blinky? What's with that look? You do still remember me, right? Yeah, I remember. I heard the hesitation in your voice. Even though 100 years ago I took you to the Shrine of Resurrection after Calamity Ganon fatally wounded you. Even though I was the one who put you safely into the slumber of restoration. Despite all that, you still don't remember me? I don't remember. As expected. After 100 years in the slumber of restoration, subject has lost all memories. Noted. Oh, sorry. I have a bad habit of taking notes rather abruptly like that. It's a charming quirk, isn't it? Sure. Anywho, do you have any questions for me? You look a little young. How very rude. Or perhaps it's not rude at all. I suppose that's actually a rather logical conclusion to jump to. The truth is, I look this way because of a failed experiment. Well, I say failed, but in some ways it was a success. I documented the full affair in my diary upstairs. But the whole thing is embarrassing, so I insist you refrain from reading it. Why'd you tell me about it then? You know I'm gonna go take a look. Right. Anyway, enough about that. Back to the topic at hand. Here you are, after 100 years. Here to defeat Calamity Ganon, who is growing in strength with every passing moment. And to rescue our beloved Princess Zelda. That is, if you've got the courage to try. And to help the one true hero. I, the one and only Pura, will restore the basic functions missing from the Sheikah Slate. Cool. And what do you say to that? No thanks. No, yes please, give it to me. I knew you'd say that. Alright then. First I need you to run an errand for me. Oh, burn. What's with that look on your face? You don't think I'd fix your Sheikah Slate for free, did you? Well, to help all you can, yeah, I'm sure. I did not, sure, let's see. You're pretty considerate for a young person. But then I suppose that's because you're actually over 100 years old. Let me explain what this errand entails. You know the unit furnace on the wall just outside this laboratory? Could you please bring the blue flame from the ancient furnace in town? Oh, and also use it to light our furnace. The sweet little guidance stone will start working once you do that, allowing us to restore your missing runes. I wonder if young women these days still say things like sweet and little. Oh well, I suppose it doesn't matter anyway. Okay then, I'm counting on you for that blue flame. Alright. In town, huh? I didn't see one. How do we get upstairs? Whoa. Aha, the diary. Research diary for anti-aging rune. Classified for Pura's eyes only. Date. Work has finally begun on my anti-aging rune. If all goes to plan, I believe it will effectively reverse the aging process. This technology will enable us to make retired warriors young again, thereby strengthening the Hyrulean army. When Calamity Ganon inevitably returns, we'll be ready. Our offenses will be solid, and our defense impenetrable. The need for this tech pains me, but I truly hope to use it to attain everlasting peace for all. Date? Question mark. The beta version of my anti-aging rune is complete. I have already added it to the Sheikah Slate I made for myself. Since I am to be the test subject, of this experiment, Simon booted up the rune and directed its rays at my body. After 20 seconds of exposure, I felt extreme fatigue and broke into a fever, forcing us to cease the experiment. Unable to stay awake, I went to bed immediately. Tomorrow I will try to figure out what went awry. My bad. Next page. Anti-aging experimental trial day 2. My extreme full body fatigue has slightly improved, for which I am grateful. Still, I do not recognize the face in my mirror. My hair is thick again and floor length. My wrinkles, once deep as trenches, have vanished without a trace. It seems the anti-aging effect works. However, I did not expect the reversal to happen so frighteningly fast. This morning, I kicked Simon awake and had him run a full physical exam on me. My height, weight, vision, bone density, heart, blood, we tested everything we could, pushing our facility to its limit. Our discoveries were startling. My results were typical of a Sheikah woman in her early 50s. In other words, I reversed my age by more than 70 years in a single night. I can only hope I do not awaken to find I have the body of a newborn baby. Anti-aging experimental trial day 3. I awoke with an abundance of energy. It has been decades since I slept so well. Upon waking, I immediately checked the mirror, only to be greeted by a youthful version of myself. According to Simon's examination, I have the body of a Sheikah woman in her 30s. 30 years old. I was around that age when I was first able to continue my research following the Great Calamity. The first thing I did was try to figure out how to expand the functionality of the Sheikah sensor. I was around 80 years old when that expansion was completed. I intend to bequeath this tech to our sleeping hero. I hope to the gods that he will be able to assist in the destruction of the calamity that swallowed our Princess Zelda whole. Anti-aging experimental trial day 4. After today's routine physical, the results show that I have the body of a Sheikah woman in her 20s. I haven't felt this good in a century. This is all taking me back to when the Great Calamity happened. Ganon had been dormant for 10,000 years. Perhaps his power had been building all that time. The slaughter that followed was arbitrary and merciless. The destruction complete. We lost everything. Hyrule Castle, Princess Zelda. Well, perhaps not everything was lost. A youth named Link was brought to me 100 years ago, covered in wounds and on death's doorstep. Link, so young yet so courageous. He was the youngest knight to have ever been appointed to the Imperial Guard at Hyrule Castle. He was also a gifted swordsman who was selected as captain of Princess Zelda's personal guard. I thought his skills would be enough to defeat Ganon in glorious faction. Since ancient times, the royal family of Hyrule and us Sheikah researchers have had a strong bond. Their pain is our own. We took the swordman and the Sheikah slate Princess Zelda left behind to the Shrine of Resurrection. Although the slumber of restoration had not been fully tested, we decided to put the swordsman under to save his life. It was the best we could do. Day 5. I woke to something horrifying, a scarlet lump scarring my otherwise youthful face. After analyzing this monstrosity, I have come to the conclusion that it is just a pimple, a big one. The result of today's physical exam indicate that my body and mind have reverted to those of a teenager. I feel like Simon looks at me differently, which irritates me. I got angry when he insisted on running my blood test for me. I mean, really, what even? I can do it all by myself. In any case, I wonder what experiment I should focus on next. The blue flame in the furnace outside is growing weaker by the day. I do hope the guidance stone doesn't stop working. Day 6. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta take this call. Hey, my apologies, guys. I gotta bounce out. I have a opportunity to see a doctor, so I'm gonna bounce out of here and take care of that. Sorry again for my absence, and sorry today for a short stream or session. My height has regressed so much that I can no longer reach things in high places. It's super annoying. I'm gonna have to read this when I get back because it's already 2:45 my time and I gotta get out of here. Oh no, not that. Get out. Sorry, I hope you speed readers can get all this, but I'm just gonna pick up here next time. Again, guys, thanks for checking me out. I'm not exactly sure. Not exactly sure. I don't know. But I hope you guys have a great day. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.